things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. Arizona will put it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense has the ball first today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys coupled.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals spill out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters getting tight in the red zone.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Tollefson. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's McWilliams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So first down here as they go back to work. 22 water. Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Tollefson. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, fourth down.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Let's go, let's go. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Arizona. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after it. Nowhere close focus on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Arizona comes out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll immediately call timeout.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And that is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Pressure coming. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Rush is on him, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They'll go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
To throw, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Wildcats want to move quickly. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Breaks into the open. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So They'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Avoids pressure. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Buys a little time. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Using the quick game. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Kansas stay quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Runs through a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Barnett. He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
On the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking to throw, it's Thompson. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Isaac. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Slithers into space. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. But a little time. Lets it go. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium. And the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The give on the inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Isaac. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is the only time as a coach I'm going and talking to a kicker, okay? I'm picking his brain. Apparently he might like it on the left hash because they run the ball to the left. Like, where do you want it to kick this game winner? Like, we're sizing this thing up. A field goal wins it. I need to know what your tendency is.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. And it's good! After the earlier miss. Redemption and celebration after the game winner.